Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. And so this morning, Mary's going to start with the water, and weather, and then after, we're going to move on to some trail chatter. There's some stuff going on around the world for hiker news, so we'll talk a little bit about that, and then, well, then we'll end it. But so, Mary, go ahead, man.
All right, thank you, Donald.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. In Blairsville right now it's 59 degrees and we do have some fog. Today we're going to have a high of 84 with a mix of clouds and sunshine, and a stray afternoon thunderstorm is possible. Winds will be light and variable. And then tonight 59, a shower is possible early on, and then partly cloudy overnight. Again, light and variable winds. Up on Blood Mountain today, it's going to be 74 for a high, dropping to 69 later on this afternoon. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 3 p.m. It's going to be mostly sunny with a 20% chance of rain and 5-mile-per-hour winds. And then tonight, 60 degrees. Again, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 7 p.m. and partly cloudy overnight, 5-mile-per-hour winds and 20% chance of rain. Water is good for the most part on the trail. Let's make sure you're topping off at Hawk Mountain Shelter, Slaughter Creek before Blood Mountain, and then Neil Gap. Neil Gap to Hogpen Gap is dry. Hogpen does have a very good, reliable water source right now. You just have to walk down to the very last blue blaze. And then yesterday, the hiker I picked up at Fontana Dam and brought back to Asheville was telling me that water is good all the way. I dropped him off at Rock Gap about 4 or 5 days back, and so he hiked all the way up to Fontana Dam and said the only place that water was pretty much non-existent was at the Wesser Shelter, but besides that, it was good to go the entire rest of the way. Snakes, let's remember to be cautious. They are stretching themselves across the trail, rocks, boulders, and logs. They're out for the sunshine. Let's remember the Cow Rock boulders up 5 miles north of Neil Gap, Copperhead Nest, and there are rattlesnakes around also. Excuse me. Bears in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. For closures, we have Twin Creeks Trail is closed, and campsites 18, 57, and 82 are closed. All of the shelters are open. And let's remember to leave no trace wherever we go. Proper storage and disposal of our food items and cosmetics and everything else. Anything that's scented, let's make sure we store them well and then dispose of everything we brought in. Let's pack it back out. All right, Donald, I'm going to turn this over to you now and talk about some other stuff that's going on out here.
Okay, cool, man. Thank you. All right, sweet. What do we have going on today? All right, guys. Good morning. It's 6:08 a.m. 9, and it's 9/19/2025. I think it's Wednesday.
It's Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Friday. I knew that, man. Jeez. Anyways, all right. Let's start like this, man. A moose encounter in Montana. So we have a couple walking their dogs, man, and they were injured in a moose encountered south of Red Lodge Thursday morning. The couple and their dogs encountered a cow, calf, and a bull moose, man. Imagine rolling up on them.
I know, right?
Right.
One's scary enough, I would think.
Dude, the little cow, man, is excuse me, the little calf is probably the size of a cow, a full size like Jersey or something. Okay, so the cow moose chased the dogs, believing them to be a threat, and the two people were injured. So both were taken to Beartooth Bellings clinic in Red Lodge for evaluation and treatment. No details about the extent of their injuries. So Red Lodge Fire reminded outdoor recreationists that moose look like peaceful animals, but like all wildlife, they can be dangerous when they believe they or their young are threatened, man. And so people should keep their distance from from wild animals, ensure that their dogs are under control in areas frequented by wildlife, as dogs may be viewed as a threat. And so time and time again, if people that watch us, man, we talk about bears being feeling threatened by dogs, and that's when they attack. So, and it's not just the bears. This is with a lot of different animals that we're reading about on in the news weekly. And so, all right. So I'm glad that ended up well, though, man. It could have been a lot worse,
Sure
right?
could have
Yeah,
been.
dude, definitely. And so in Idaho, we have a missing hiker, Boise, Idaho. Blaine County Sheriff's Office reports that a missing hiker who had been missing for several days was found alive by a group of mountain bikers Thursday afternoon. And so, whoops. I apologize. So the missing hiker, she was found 17 miles away from her vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So Heather Wayman, 46, was found Thursday, 9/18/25 at 3:24 p.m. on a trail 17.3 miles away from her vehicle. Or from her last known location, north of Ketchum, Idaho. She was found by a group of mountain bikers who were not part of the rescue search. She was reported missing Wednesday after family members lost contact with her Tuesday. Her car had been found at the Prairie Creek trailhead. Due to the remote location, she had to be rescued by an air ambulance that arrived at 4:20 p.m. and was transported by Life Flight around 5:45 p.m. with unknown injuries to St. Alpheus Medical Center in Boise, Idaho.
That was a pretty quick rescue.
Yeah, I'm really glad that ended up the way it did. So
Most definitely.
it could have been a lot worse. And so good job on the SARS and
That's
rescue team. I want to read this article right here. So I'm going to read the original story. And so in Ketchum, police are asking for help to find a woman who was reportedly last heard on Tuesday, right? And so according to News Relief, the Blaine County Sheriff's Office, 46-year-old Heather Wayman was reported missing at 9:10 a.m. on Wednesday. Family members state her car, a silver Nissan, was found at the Prairie Creek trailhead and said they had last spoken with her on Tuesday morning. Now, so according to All Trails, the Prairie Creek hike is a 4.6 mile loop trail near Ketchum. She was found 17.3 miles away. The sheriff's office and that's a loop hike. So sheriff's office stated license plate reader cameras identified Wayman's Nissan driving north on Highway 75 through Blaine County around 3:20 p.m. on Tuesday. Right. And so search teams were sent out on foot, on mountain bikes and drones, helicopters, and also have been used in the search efforts. Hikers, campers, and hunters in the area were all interviewed according to sheriff's office. All right, so I'm glad they found her.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I want to know more because she was found 17 miles away. I'm just
Right.
curious on how she got that far away.
On that short loop, obviously
Yeah.
there's other trails that veer off, or maybe she stepped off the trail for a second and just got confused and disoriented.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm so glad they found her, man.
Right.
'Cause
Always good news.
that could have turned out even worse, man. You know.
That's right.
All right, and so yesterday we had a Fontana to Asheville.
Yes, we did.
So some may not know this, but if you are going to be planning a hike up there, going up to Fontana or anywhere in that area, there is some construction going on. It's Stokoa Gap, man. And so it can definitely delay your travel time. So you want to be aware of the construction up there and know to add on an additional 20 to 30 minutes depending on what day it is. If it's the holidays, man, I would even add on a little bit more time. But it's going to be it's going to slow you down. So when scheduling with a shuttle service or planning your time, your pickup time or meeting spot, make sure that you add that into your time when you're traveling. So just be aware of that, guys. And so, Mary, you what was that? So the hiker came. What's that now?
No, go ahead.
No, the hiker came down into Fontana Dam and.
That's correct. Scooped him up and got him up to Asheville to the Airbnb he was going to. He had a fantastic time out here.
Did he see anything any bears? How's the
No,
water?
he said he saw a couple squirrels and a chipmunk.
Were there a lot of people?
Water, he said, was fantastic except for Wesser Shelter. He said people that he saw, it was probably a handful.
Okay. What's the shelters? I apologize. That's the cistern, isn't it?
Oh, I
There's a
can't
little-
remember.
yeah.
I can't
Either way,
remember.
so he's-
But anyways, he saw not a lot of folks, probably 6 to 8 people in total, that were out for the long haul. Of course, he saw day hikers and everything, but he did see some folks that were out longer, but a lot less few people.
Did he mention any possible southbounders coming down? too?
No, he
No?
did
Okay.
not, but the
Okay.
person that I picked up yesterday at Deep Gap and brought back over to Dix Creek
Oh, yeah.
saw several folks. Again, he hiked from Hog Pen up to
Yeah.
Deep Gap, and he saw several folks. In fact, he camped several times with the folks I'm picking up at Deep Gap today. He was telling me about folks he met that were at, he kept like leapfrogging with them,
I
and they were
think
at specific shelters. And
when I scheduled them, I heard him talking to them and stuff. But
yeah. So I'm picking them up later on today, and he was telling me it was scarce too. He said he spent his first night alone, and just. But other than that, he had a great time. Again, no bears or snakes or anything. Just a couple of chipmunks and squirrels.
Okay, I like it.
But yeah, no, good hikes for both of them. They were both very happy and pleased with the time spent. And both of them telling me how from when they first came out here several months ago, brand new, not understanding. One of them actually purchased the Far Out app this time because the last time kind of flying blind without all that information, and definitely made their hike a lot better, knowing elevations, your next gap, your next get out spot.
Better.
He did. Absolutely left some things home that were used last time.
That's
so definitely a lot better hike for both parties, and greatly happy they're already planning the next stretch. So,
Yeah, sweet, man.
yeah, definitely good hikes.
I like hearing that.
Absolutely. So yeah, good time.
It is definitely quiet out here right now, though, guys. I mean, we've got some movement, man, but I think it's really quiet for this time of year. We go back and look at our records and stuff, and can actually see what's going on with and I record everything, so
Right.
I go back and look at stuff pops up in my memory, and I can kind of just match it up. And I've been recording stuff for years, so I've just got stuff for forever. You know what I mean, dude? We've been doing this news report I've been doing it since 2020, 2019 era. And so at least 6 years now, man. And Mary and I have been doing this seriously not seriously, but, doing this little talk show thing, man, for at least a couple years now. I mean, we don't push it hard, man, because we're not trying to monetize or, we're just trying to spread real news, man, like real hiker news, and not just, what people want to hear. We want to spread the news that actually helps the community as a whole. And if people know who or have listened to me, I talk about it being 5 different communities. And so, and then there's the whole, all 5 together that create the AT community. And so we are just trying to spread good news, also not just news that people want to hear that's just all positive. We want to show the other side of the tracks, like what I call the dark side of the trail. So there's not enough of that going on, and that's the balance. But not everything is all hunky-dory or perfect or all sunshine and daisies, man. There's a dark side to everything. I mean, it's just the way life is.
Right.
There has to be, the darkness and the light, yin and yang.
That's
and
right.
yin and yang, and that's just the way it is, dude. And so anyways, man, what I'm trying to get to is I hope this news and what we do helps people. So all right, and so I haven't been really paying attention to that hurricane off the coast because I don't really think it's gonna affect us.
Right.
Have you been watching that now?
Well, they just changed it into a tropical storm, so it's developing.
That's right. It was a tropical storm.
They're watching it for
apologize.
Development as it goes along, and and I know that hurricanes or storms like that, they'll shift and change. And I've always felt that with watching them over the years that I have, really until they get really close to Florida, you just don't know what they're going to do. They're gonna, you can be almost touching the coast, and then it's way over there taking off.
Towards Africa and shit.
So it's kind of, they're going to do what they're going to do. So people can say, oh, it's doing this, it's doing that, but it's far too early to know anything as far as what it's going to develop into.
And it would be a
or
couple
where it's
weeks
going.
anyways, probably before we even
Definitely.
saw anything from it. So I really think that that storm, we're just going to kind of watch it, man.
Right.
Mary's always on watching the weather anyways, and
Right.
I'm always paying attention to weather all around the world, man, because that's going to eventually make it to us, you know what I mean, man? So you really just have to kind of pay attention to everything that's going on, and you can kind of see what's up, man. So
That's
know.
right. You know what I did want to say?
Or
excuse-
kind of predict what's kind of going to go on over here.
Being almost fall, I am definitely seeing, when I was going down into Robbinsville yesterday, if you look at the tippy tops of the mountains as you're
Oh,
coming
yeah.
down before, you're starting to see some orange and red. Not a
Mm-hmm.
lot, but you can notice it. And then when I was coming up through Franklin, I was almost to the top of the mountain there before that nice view heading towards Deep Gap. If you look up in there, you see like the groupings of trees that are starting
Yeah.
to get some red and orange in there. So nothing, the hikers, I asked them both about, color change on the trail, and they said there's really not much of anything yet. But as we roll in, and of course, third week of October is
Yeah,
peak
right.
here, so we're just keeping everybody notified of what the color's starting to look like and, what we're seeing and what to expect, so everybody can get out here and enjoy the colors when they change.
That's right, dude.
So, I'll be keeping a look on that. Now, I also wanted to say when I was going into Deep Gap, I feel fall. You see fall
sure.
around you as it's starting. And going down the road to Deep Gap, it was definitely looking like fall in there. There was brown, crispy, crunchy leaves on both sides of the road. And
Smells
you
like fall.
yeah, and you could start to see some colors. The sycamore trees, they're the ones that start to change. They don't do much. They turn yellow and brown, and then they fall
Sure.
off the trees. But you see that
That's the
everywhere.
first. That's like the
Yeah.
first. That's the first sign
Yeah.
that falls here, man. Is the browning of the sycamores, man. So
Definitely feeling like fall going down 71, and I'm going down there again today to pick up those riders. And I'm just excited about it. I love fall. It's my favorite season.
did you happen to check the water at Deep Gap?
I have not, because I
Did-
did not get a chance to, but I'm going to be in there early
Yeah.
today. So if I can get
Right.
down there and they're not there yet, I'm going to go down and check it again.
Sweet.
It had a good flow. Geez, I feel like it was last week or the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But
you get some video.
it was a
of it,
pretty
dude.
good flow in
Yeah.
there. So I'd say it's running pretty good, but it's always good to check, especially if we haven't had rain for a couple of days, because we all know it can dry up pretty quick.
That's right, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. All right, sweet, man. So, so today Mary's got a Deep Gap to somewhere, and then
Unicoi.
Unicoi Gap, and then is Jordan working?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. So we'll see what goes on. It is Friday, man. So I don't think we have many schedulings today. We'll see what's up.
Jordan does have that late night schedule tonight
Oh,
at
yeah,
Asheville Airport.
Yep, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, sweet, man, sweet. All right, guys, man. Did you have anything else you'd like to say, dude?
I just want to remind people of Oktoberfest in Helen. It's going on through Sunday, and then starting on the 25th of September.
Rots and
It's
beers.
every day through November 2nd. So go check it out. It's a little German-themed town in Helen, Georgia.
Brats and beers.
That's
Brats
right.
and beers. All right, man. All right, awesome. Thank you for that,
You're
man.
welcome.
All right, guys. If anyone needs anything at all, give us a jingle, man. You can find us on anywhere. Just punch in the Grateful Hiker if you're looking for us, man.
That's right.
Boom. All right, peace, man. One love.